The Sony 16-35mm f4 PZ for power zoom is here, and I've got some thoughts about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to our little piece of YouTube here. I'm Yeager from YeagerShots.com, and let's go over 3 points here. What in the world is the 16-35mm f4 power zoom all about? What do I think is absolutely perfect for? And what are some alternatives in full frame for the Sony E-mount? The 16-35mm f4 power zoom is priced at $1,200. It has a clicked and declicked aperture ring on it, and the new feature, the power zoom, is just going to allow you to simply hold a button down to zoom in and out. Also, the zoom is all internal. So that leads me to my second point. What is this thing perfectly suited for? That would be to use on a gimbal. When you have to factor in how important weight distribution is when using a gimbal, especially for running gunners, this lens seems almost tailor-made and perfectly designed for that one function. Now, the lens is just a G lens, which I don't think we ever got an explanation on just what G means. It's not the master of good as the G master is. It's just maybe good. And I gotta say, if you're in the market for this, right, it has a smaller lens than the G Master 16-35. Like I said, much better for a gimbal setup for running gun shooters. It's got a lens cap. And they picked an A1 to put this on. I see you, B&H. Forever, there's been a 16-35 Sony Vero out, sort of similarly priced. You have the Rokinon autofocus 18mm lens, which those Rokinons gonna sell quite often. More on Rokinons in just a few seconds. Also out for APS-C, the Sony 10-18mm f4, very wide lens. Now, the thing you gotta keep in mind when talking about these wide angle lenses, if you're putting it on a full frame, you can get away with that on the video side by simply zooming in. If you gotta do stills though with a wide angle, you're gonna have to get a lens that's built for full frame, and really any lens built for full frame, you're gonna need that. And you can't even shoot in RAWs for some strange odd reason on the camera I'm using right now, the Sony A7iii. Even if you want to just zoom in and crop out that circle around your image that you get when you use a cropped lens on a full frame body. But on the video side, you can get away with zooming in or using APS-C crop mode with those crop sensor lenses on your full frame camera, like I do. Another wide angle lens that I like, the Tamron 17-28mm. And last but certainly not least is this baby, the Rokinon 12mm 2.0, which I of course have done a video on the last two lenses, the Tamron as well as this Rokinon, so you can go, and I'll link somewhere to check those out to see how they work on a full frame camera like the Sony A7iv. Some of the things that just has us just going on and on about mirrorless and Sony cameras is the fact that f4 is no longer the, oh boy, we got to get this while we have enough light, or if we can't bring in enough lights, we're in trouble. No longer. You kind of got basically a cheat code with those higher ISOs and low light performances on the Sony, so f4 isn't like the too slow thing it could have been 8 years ago. It kind of made us all just rethink what we thought we knew about photo and video usage. Now, for me personally, I don't really use wide angles enough to justify picking this up just to have it sitting around. If you're only going to be vlogging with it, I don't know if this is one I would go for. Maybe that $159 all manual will be enough for you. If you vlog on a lot, maybe go with something with autofocus. Choices, really, just yours. So that's a quick video talking about the thoughts that I have on the 16-35mm f4. You want to pick that one up? Do you want to try renting it? LensRentals.com is generally who I go with. Not at all sponsored, but that is how I get my hands on some of the newer gear and tech out there and try them before I buy it. If you like this video, hit that like button. We're definitely gonna have some more photo, video talk on the way. And I've got my thoughts on the Rokinon 35mm lens. We shall see how this goes together after I edit these photos. Get subscribed to make sure that you don't miss that, and get subscribed to never miss a shot from YeagerShots.com.